Let's go, lose control, slip and slide on the dance floor. Let's go, lose control, slip and slide on the dance floor. Let's go, lose control, slip and slide on the dance floor. Dance floor, 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 dance floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let's go, lose control, slip and slide on the dance floor. Let's go, lose control, slip and slide on the dance floor. Let's go, lose control, slip and slide on the dance floor. Dance floor, 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 dance floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
The world's best gather here. XBL baseball starts now.
It's crushed to the moon, and we're tied.
He picks it up on the second, over to first in time for the double play that ends the inning.
That's gone.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Trying to repeat.
It's good!
To the pen! This game is over!
Oh! Crushed! Left field! Off the pole!
Domingo Bell, deep right center field, carrying, and it's gone!
That one's hit hard. Left center field. Did she do it again? To the wall!
Swung
swung on, bounced to the deep left field. Is this baby gone? A grand slam!
Champion! The AAA World Series is over! What a line shot!
I can't believe my eyes.
The Cross-Platform Baseball League's 17th season has already seen its fair share of history and all-time moments as the AA and AAA champions have already been crowned in style. Tonight, the final battle rages onward towards XBL's ultimate prize, the World Series Championship. Two combatants remain from a field of worthy competitors with their chance to walk away with near eternal glory when all is said and done. The upstart and upset king Mush and his team tried to reverse the San Diego curse against the playoffs' most familiar fiends, Lazy and the Tokyo Black Jackals, on a quest for the record 5th championship. It's time to see who comes out on top. Welcome to the XBL World Series!
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another production here of the Cross-Platform Baseball League, one of the most important productions we can always give you. It's the XBL World Series, continuing games 3 and 4, and games 1 and 2 were absolutely no disappointment. And these two babies are coming at you live. I'll be Dwayne here splitting the play-by-play and color commentary with my man, Zlatan, my fellow XBLer here in the booth. How you doing, Zlat? These first two games were something to behold.
Yeah, doing great, Dwayne. Thanks for having me. Super excited to see the series continue on. We got some exciting games in 1 and 2. We got the goated Urban intro again, so I'm really excited for everything tonight. It's going to be good.
Yeah, it's all come together here. That Urban really had all the timing. I don't know if he actually even uses that background music or knows what background music we have there for him to time that out so well sometimes. It's just, well, it's perfect. Chef's kiss type stuff, but either way, we saw a really, really exciting game here. My keys here are actually not up to date, so I'm just going to hide those because I did not get a chance to update those before the game. But we do have what was a very, very exciting 1-1 split from games 1 and 2, where Mush walked away with a tight victory where he was behind earlier in that game and ended up coming back and solidifying himself a lead. His bats were a little bit quiet in game 2, Lazy showing a bit of his playoff pedigree there, but I really feel like it's anyone's ball games here going into games 3 and 4.
Yeah, for sure. I just want to maybe expand a little bit on that game 1 we all watched. I mean, Mush, everything was up against him early. His back was against the wall. He's down 4-0. His starting pitcher got injured. We don't need to talk about the other little mishap there, but I mean, yeah, he clawed his way back into the game. He was down 7-1 at one point, and then he came all the way back in like the 7th inning or something. So very, very impressive stuff. Shows he's definitely able to compete here at the highest level. And yeah, Lazy kind of warmed his bats up, I think, by game 2 and really started to pull away a little bit in some respect. So we did see Mush kind of strike out a lot more in game 2, so he might need to kind of tighten it up a little bit, but I think we're set for a good series here tonight.
Yeah, these two, Mush having won a regular season game off of Lazy and now won a game off of him in the playoffs, familiar foes, and now showing that they can both kind of go punch for punch. So this series is set to be as exciting as they come. The XBL playoffs always bringing you the highest drama and most excitement, really, that they can offer here on this biggest stage. And these two bringing it to you live, ready to rock and roll. So we got them in the chamber, and we are about to set this thing off. Game 3 coming at you in just a few moments. Hang tight, folks.
The Cross-Platform Baseball League's 17th season has already seen its fair share.
Here we go, folks. We are loading into Sakura Hills, the home of Lazy and his Black Jackals, the longtime home of his club, where he has won 4 XBL titles. He's on his quest for up 5th. It's a huge set of games here to get a big leg up in this series. Mush, the challenger, starting up off at the plate, and he takes the first strike.
Yeah, really excited to see how Mush fares with his bat. We know he doesn't have much long ball, but he's all about singling you to death. So
yeah, the accumulation of hits, an exquisite eye, an ability to get bat to ball, that's what's got him here. Being a really pesky pitcher as well. Let's see if it brings him good fortune tonight. Lazy going to have to do his fair share of work on the mound as he's in a 1-1 count here with 1 out. Sees one go high above the bat. Nice swinging strike. It's As Amok, I think. As Amok. Lazy's always had some pretty unique names on his roster. We've gotten familiar with calling his players here on the channel over the past, 5 years.
yeah, they're all on their walk to, eternal glory here, hoping by tomorrow night hoping to cap it off and get his solo lead for the total championships held.
Yeah, we're still deadlocked as it stands early in this game number 3 in the top of the first, where we've got now 2 outs. We get a sneeze out of the pitcher and a ball misses out wide. He's got composed, so he's going to pull a 3-1 count and try to locate here into the zone. This is a nice changeup, upcoming hit hard up the middle by Mush. That's a nice piece of hitting.
Yeah, I think the batter may have even had bad ball hitter. I don't know if that came into play there, but a nice quality single there from Mush. And he's aggressive.
Aggressive indeed, as he does reach the second base there with a good steal attempt. 1-1 pitch, diving play by Balut, goes over to first in time for the double, or for the play. Is the 3rd out. We've got the bottom of the first now starting off with Balut starting off as the leadoff hitter for Lazy. Mind Gamer, a big trait, engaged here on the starter for San Diego. Does that have kind of wild thing as well?
Right. I was going to say, from game 1, of course, we know how that started in the first inning. Curious to see if Lazy's bats are going to wake up here as we get a leadoff single, but yeah, Lazy's been known, of course, to put up those large innings. Something I was gathering over the past, maybe 15 games or so is it seems like he's almost like his offense is lightning in a bottle, where he puts up big innings, but he only has 2 of those per game. So Mush's pitching is definitely going to make that hard to come by.
Yeah, Mush having to nip the corners, having to pitch carefully, has been the name of the game so far early in this series, and he's found some success. That's how he fought his way against Wishbone as well in the earlier semifinal. But Lazy, a different animal, as his ability to see strikes is kind of second to none. He finds another hit here with no outs here in the bottom of the first inning. 2 on for Noodle Doodle, the catcher. His catchers always have a ton of power.
Yeah, and that previous at bat was a bit of a mistake pitch. Mush was kind of lucky it didn't turn into extra bases.
Ends up in a 3-0 count here. Let's see if Lazy gives himself the green light. He takes a curveball high. Now a hitter's count. 3-1 curveball misses high again, and the bases are loaded. Mush needing to find an out here in the most desperate way and try to mitigate any sort of damage. Mad Jacko, the hitter. Jacko ahead in the count, swings way early at the changeup. And then this fastball is crushed right on the nose. Matthews is able to make a catch out there in center field, thankfully, to prevent any extra bases. 1 run scores on the sac fly.
Yeah, that was just maybe a foot or 2 away from being worse as well. So Mush is playing with fire a bit with all these traffic on the base paths.
Jasper Hope sees him striked in there quickly after 2 balls at the 2-1. Ahead in the count, swings at the breaking ball. To dead center again. Matthews makes the grab. It's a throw to third. It could be close. He's in there.
I have to see if Mush changes his approach. If that situation comes up again, he might go to second next time, knowing that he doesn't have the arm on that.
Yeah, the trailing runner able to be successful, who had a lot less speed. 2-1 pitch, swung on into left field. That'll get some grass. Run's going to come around and score again. Lazy will stop at third. We got a first and third now with an RBI single. 2-0 Jackals. We're in a familiar place here in the playoffs, with the Jackals ahead in a World Series game.
Yeah, Lazy wasting no time putting runs up. Mush has got to find an answer here to stop the bleeding.
Ball swung on over the head of the second baseman.
Oh.
Maybe he could have jumped for that and gotten the out. What do you think?
Yeah, we've seen that a couple times. Even in game 2, you know, the defender doesn't jump. They don't want to risk unnecessarily jumping, so he just took the 50-50 and didn't work out for him.
So Lazy's up 3-0 here. He's got 2 outs in the first. Mush wants to just stop the bleeding here and get back to the plate. Ball's lifted into left, should be catchable. And it is by Davidson, then we will take it to the second inning. Brings up Damian Turner. Turner sees one fouled straight back, breaking ball. Here comes a changeup. Misses way outside. 1-1 pitch. Misses inside. 2-1 pitch. A really nice strike from Lazy there. Finding his location. Composed kicks in. This one looks like it's going to be a hair low. Much swings on it anyway and finds its way up the middle. A seeing eye single.
Yeah, Mush's eye is just so good there. I mean, you might see a lot of people struggle with some of those pitches earlier in the at-bat, trying to stay alive, but works the count full and gets a pitch to work with.
0-1 pitch in there for a strike. Runner goes. He's good on the jump and in there safely. Good speed. Solid jump from Mush. It was closer steal though. Wasn't a no doubt.
Yeah, you still have to get the timing. I mean, no matter that the catcher's arm is pretty poor, you still have to get the timing right.
Yeah, that is one of the more poor arms you'll see on a catcher here, but Lazy more focused with the bat on that particular player back there. As the 3-2 pitch is hit right up the middle by Mush again. That's what he's been doing all series long. He's got 2 on here with no outs, starting to get something brewing here for the curse. Tucker backstop, swings at 1. In the center, it's a sliding play by Lazy, but he's throwing it to third. That's behind the runner. Runner's going to score no matter what here on the sac fly. Had to react quickly. So 1 on, 1 out. Runs scored now. The deficit 2. The 0-2 pitch misses wide. It's now 1-2. Here's a changeup low. Mush checks his swing. That eye is working right now. And here comes the 2-2 heater. Swung on in a blue on the line. Caught. 2 out.
I was wondering if Mush would consider a hit and run, and good thing he didn't, because that would have ended the inning right there.
Pitcher's up. Takes a healthy hack, but misses. It's 1-1 pitch, then fouled away on the off speed. Here comes the 1-2. It's hit on the ground. Blue balloon pass to pick it up again. Decent arm throws to first. There's 3 outs, but the Curse do bite back. It's 3-1 going into the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, Mush's game plan pretty consistent with the previous games. Just getting on base, being aggressive with the steals. Worked out for him for at least a run there.
Lazy really puts a good swing on an off-speed pitch with his pitcher. I mean, just how fluid and his timing is truly a testament to, you know, why he's so successful. And you see him again there. Hit one right off his hands out in the center field. Fights it off for another single. There's quickly 2 on here with no outs for Silent Slay. It's like all of a sudden he's got the bases loaded. Look at this.
Yeah, I mean, Mush is just, you know, this is the second inning in a row now. He's kind of struggling to find that first out. And it's going to get even harder as we get deeper in the heart of the order here for the Black Jackals.
And this is what Lazy will do. He'll set the table for himself pretty well. He hits one on a line, which is catchable. Now Mush has a decent double play situation. Mad Jacko, though, is fast. See if he can get a ball on the ground. He's going to try to avoid getting one high in the strike zone. It is on the ground, but it's up the middle. It'll be another run. Lazy's thinking about scoring from third. holds him there. Bases remain loaded. It's 4-1 Jackals. It's unraveling somewhat quickly here for San Diego tonight in Game 3.
Yeah, the game is in the balance, but Mush is known to pitch his way out of these jams. It's not over yet.
Lots of speed on the base paths and at the plate. So this is pretty much the best portion of Lazy's order that Mush now has to navigate. And it is a big full count pitch coming up. Swung on, up the middle. It's miraculous how he finds his way through those holes.
Yeah, he just had no choice. He can't walk him, so goes over the plate. And I guess, you know, sort of a best case scenario. If it's not going to be an out, at least it was only 1 run. If you're Mush.
This one swung on a dive, caught. Lazy kind of chopped at that off-speed pitch. I was going to say before that, you know, his timing and his placement in conjunction, truly a testament again to how he's able to just find grass each and every time. I mean, this has been, you know, we spoke about death by single earlier in the pregame, but there's 2 runs scored on another single by Lazy, and it is quickly 7-1 in the second.
Yeah, and the starting pitcher for the Curse has been rattled, of course, due to the score line. Things need to be stopped here for the Curse. They need to find this final out.
We are in a 7-game series here. Game number 3 as a walk is issued by the San Diego Curse to the 8-hole hitter, and I believe we've batted around in the second inning for Black Jackals. And here comes
I believe there's a leadoff pitcher single, right?
It was indeed. That will be Carmelo McMingle. Out of the pen early, trying to do damage control. Finds a strike high with the breaking pitch. Comes again with it, and it is hit on the ground. Over to second, on to first. That'll end the inning. The Jackals hit you with 4. And we move on to the top of the third.
Yeah, 1 better than their first inning output, and the Curse, I mean, he's got to steady the storm. We saw in Game 1 how he came all the way back, so it's been done before, but he's going to have to figure some things out on the mound.
That's one thing with Lazy is you got to score your runs in bunches, and there's a lot of times you're going to be playing from probably behind. So having resiliency and grit, one of those qualities you just need to bring to a 7-game series here. And we're going to see Mush exhibit that here tonight. We've got a strike in there. And it is a hitter's count. He's been working him well.
Nice pitch from Lazy.
Yeah, Lazy doing his best Von Asen impression here tonight. As Balut picks one up on the ground, the high breaking ball, with its efficiency, we know in many different scenarios, working here tonight for both teams. Ball's popped up. That is Dinglini, Mad Dinglini, to be exact. And he makes the grab. We're going to the bottom of the third.
Yeah, Mush was aggressive in that last at bat there. He had the bad ball hitter and just swinging first pitch. I can't really blame him, but...
Speaking of swinging first pitch, Lazy puts another one on here to start the top of the third, or bottom of the third. That is some high speed because he's got him locked in there over at first. You might see Lazy steal here, even up a bunch of runs.
Yeah, I mean, we're well within Mercy territory when we're factoring Lazy's offense at the plate right now, so especially considering how the first 2 innings have gone, I mean, this is all hands on deck for the Curse right now.
Ball lifted right field, should be catchable. That's a first out earlier than we've seen it in the first 2 innings here for San Diego. So man remains at first base, bringing up Noodle Doodle. Noodle Doodle fighting against the specialist trait here a little bit. Fouls it straight, or excuse me, over past the dugout. This one's hit hard right up the middle. Breaking balls are something Lazy really can just time up so well. And we see him do it again here. Bringing up Mad Jacko.
Number 39.
This ball placed out into left field, and that will load the bases up for Tokyo. And in one swing, Lazy could put away Game 3 here. Jasper Hogue tries to do it here. He gets underneath of it, uppercuts a bit. And that will be caught by Matthews. Runs coming to the plate. The throw goes in there, not in time. It's 8-1 Tokyo. Lazy in charge here in game 3. That's lifted to right, and that'll see the curse out of this inning with their lowest output with run given up.
Yeah, some answers. Still a lot of chasing the ball around, but not as much damage. You'll take it if you're Mush. Now it's just time to get your own offense going here and get some bats going, get some traffic on the bases.
That was a hung changeup, but Mush turned on it early. He's looking to use that eye here to just set the table for himself, but he takes a strikeout looking. Lazy has been on point with the location here early in this one. Big curveball flipped out there for a single. Nicely placed, nicely swung on. We are still seeing an exhibit of skill from both sides of the ball from both teams. Although the scoreline may be lopsided, runner does go. That's good timing for Mush. He's in there safely. Here is another ball. First pitch swung on, second baseman picks it up. There's the first. There's 2 down as the runner from second moves over 90 feet, bringing up Tucker backstop. You got to watch out for that outside pitch here. And the inside pitch is flipped up the middle, and that'll be a run for the San Diego Curse.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting there. The high curveball. He's able to just center it up, send it right back up the middle. That's the Mush type of hitting we've seen all season.
Rasp Sanders has the contact versus righties. He makes contact versus this righty and sends it up the chute with the 2-out single, putting 2 on now.
The pitcher, number 77.
It is the pitcher, the specialist with consistent. Let's see if he gets lifted. Mush is contemplating, considering the substitution. Probably also mulling over his bullpen options here as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so early, yeah.
Marcus Simmons comes off the bench. He's a decent hitter. Sees a couple balls, not getting overeager with the pinch hitter. Very important here. That's an off-speed pitch taken for a strike. 2-1. Another really deep strike in the zone from Lazy. And the 2-2 pitch. This is outside. Runners might be going. 3-2. Swung on. Hit off his face.
Oh, no.
Throw on to first in time for the out. That's the worst play from a hitting perspective.
The 1-5-3. Oh, man.
Oh.
That's brutal for Mush.
And Lazy's going to have to think about what to do next as his pitchers taking one off the cheek. He's in extreme pain, as we see there. And this is Punchy Palmer coming out of the pen. Punchy allows a single here to start the 4th, and that's the 4th straight inning that Lazy started with a leadoff single.
It'll never just not be impressive what Lazy can do with the bat. I know we've talked about it a lot so far, but it's just not many other people can do it. It's just so impressive.
He's another ball missed just a few inches off the plate there, makes it 2-1. And we're seeing Mush use some exquisite location there to find a curveball. So it's a full count. Runners at first with good speed, and he walks. And those are those borderline pitches.
Yeah.
So hard to give those up. So hard when players don't swing at those. You know, as a player who is trying to find some success, trying to work, you know, pitch for contact, you really have to feed somebody a full strike. And it is quickly 3 out as Lazy refuses to swing at a strike once again. It is Broski coming off the bench, the pinch perfect hitter who gets walked. There's 4 walks in this game from the Curse, and this ball's hit on the ground, on to second, over to first, in time for a double play, and that's huge for the Curse as a run does score, but 2 outs are traded off.
That might be the first ball we've seen Lazy swing at.
Yeah, and probably one of the first ones that's been, you know, on the ground to a fielder, like straight up. usually gets under the ball or hits it on a line pretty nicely. It's miraculous about how level he can make that swing. But he hits one pretty hard on a line right at the fielder there to end the fourth. So we're back at it again. The Curse able to have another opportunity to start chipping away. And that's what Mush has proven he's got the juice for, as he gets a leadoff single here.
Yeah, I mean, after the first 2 innings, kind of felt like that pace we were set up for a mercy, but we find ourselves here in the 5th inning. The Curse have a chance as they take another base here off the catcher as expected.
Yeah, and it feels like, you know, only a matter of time until 1 run per inning becomes 3 or maybe even 4, and this deficit kind of shrink.
Yeah, this pairing here, not to mention there's a distractor and mind gamer at the same time, so that's why Lazy's struggling to find the zone a bit.
Finds a strike there to find another full count. Both sides of the ball, both pitchers throwing tons of full counts, and that's one on a line caught by the first baseman inches off the ground. That was hit well by Mush. Brings up his bad ball hitter. Bad ball hitter sees one miss outside. Throw goes into third, and not in time. Brilliant steal from Mush. And then he swings it one up the chute, and that runner's going to jog right on home. There's the 3rd run.
I don't know about you, Dwayne. That steal sequence was kind of closer, way closer than I expected, because they had that stealer trait and easy jumps on their side, but it was still almost bang bang. That was surprising.
Yeah, all things considered. And he gets another one off here. I mean, he's keeping the foot on the gas. This is how you have to play aggressive baseball. Yeah, playoff baseball here in the XBL. Mush knows what to do to get it done. Threw one pitch, swung on right at Slay. That was a fat one. And he just couldn't quite square it up the way he wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, in the previous round, we saw how Pseudo fared against Lazy, but the success he found is similar with just some of that small ball, find the singles, take your steals.
Lazy a little, you know, we'll use all of that, but a little more conventional. Swing the bat, run around the bases, score the run. But you know, these opponents that have stormed their way through the playoffs to face him, yes, they've been on the craftier side this season. Probably the craftiest set of opponents he's been set up to face.
Nice pitch there.
It was a beautiful pitch to get the strikeout looking for the first out. Lazy beating no hummus to find his way into the semifinal where he met Wishbone, and now is in the World Series here against Mush, whereas Mush, I believe, started off, was it against Flash in the first round, or was there a pre-round?
It was 5 games against Vegan, and then
yes.
swept Flash, and then
swept Flash.
Beat Wish in 6, I believe.
Yeah, so the journey for the Curse, longer, more illustrious than Lazy's, but all the same, they meet here for the title fight, as Lazy finds another single. But I don't think we had a leadoff single in this inning, so things all looking positive for the Curse as this one's lifted into right center to the warning track, but catchable. Matthews makes the grab, and that's a scoreless frame, the first one.
Yeah, definitely great news for the Curse as they've found a leadoff hit here, and the previous inning they found some success getting some runs. So I mean, momentum you could say is still on the Black Jackal side overall, but Mush finding his way back into the game here.
Top 6, Mush finds himself a leadoff single. Tucker backstop misses a pitch that he's going to want back later probably, but now it's a quick 1-1 count. Now 2-1. Change up incoming, 2-1 pitch, flipped out into left, and that's a 2 men on. No outs here for the San Diego Curse, and Rasp Sanders. I don't know why I keep tripping over that name. Rasp.
Yeah, the SPS back-to-back is kind of gimmicky.
Now batting, the pitcher, number
Punchy
30,
Palmer.
Punchy Palmer.
It's another good one to say. Punchy.
Now batting, number
He gets
12.
replaced by the GOAT, Matt Stairs. Matty hits one right on the ground. On the second, over to first. In time for a quick double play as Matt not fleet of foot on his way to first base there. And that ends the inning. The Curse unable to produce, but still showing some life as we move to the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, we talked about the craftiness, and I was curious if Mush might having 2 on there with no outs. He had speed with the batter. I was curious if he might, you know, bunt them over to get second and third, but wasn't to be, and ends up with nothing, unfortunately. So he'll have to try it all again here if he can survive the bottom of the 6th.
A ball flipped out there by Lazy for a leadoff single. So 5 out of 6 innings here, he's got himself a leadoff single. And you see his 2 quick strikes from the reliever who's come out of the pen, Alex Shaw. He's got a 10.24 ERA in this playoffs and crossed up, but this time he gets a ball on short, flipped over the second baseman, tossed to first for a nice double play. And we've got 2 outs here in the inning. Pitcher gets a single.
Yeah, that was kind of a lazy pitch, or potentially a lag pitch. That was more middle than you'd expect to see Mush throw.
Shortstop here. As the lineup turns over, it's Bloom Balut. Sees a couple quick balls, and Mind Gamer engaged, making it a little bit more difficult for Shaw to find the zone. 3-0 pitch, a strike in there. 3-1 misses outside, and the batter's walked. A lot of walks in this game, and that's really what's been killer for the Curse.
Yeah, I was waiting for the little graphic to pop up. That's got to be a 4 or 5 at least, right?
We had 4 before, so that's on to 5, I believe. Here,
okay.
Yeah. This one's hit though on the ground. Third baseman throws it to first in time. Nice toss. Another scoreless frame from the Curse as they fight to continue to keep Game 3 within reach. Game 3 of the XBL World Series here. 2 games here tonight. Games 3 and 4. Winners of that looking to get a huge leg up in this critical series.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 50, Jalen.
Mush finds himself with the distractor Mind Gamer combos. They take second again. This is what happened the last time this pairing was up.
That's a beautiful strike in there from Lazy. He's been really pitching well tonight. Then that ball is virtually in the same spot. Called a ball. I would have something to say to the umpire there myself. And he misses just so with the changeup. 3-1 pitch. Sees Mush walk. You can't fool him with that.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 9.
There's 2 on, no outs for the shortstop, Diego Esparza, who is beginning the meat of this order for the Curse. This is where it gets a little bit dangerous, and Lazy goes to the bullpen with Big Cheese. 3-pitch pitcher. Runners do go. It's a double steal, and they're safely.
I like that approach. I like that aggressiveness from Mush because it earns him that run right here.
Yeah, he scratches it out, making some good contact. Maybe that was a ball that misses just outside. You can see him take a second look at it. He's got the runner on third with less than 2 outs here, and he's in a 9-4 ball game, trying to get that next run across. Ball off the Lazy's catcher. Runner comes to the plate. He scores, and that's a freebie. 9-5 here now. The Curse are in this ball game. 4 runs down. Top of the 7th.
Yeah, a lot of work to do, but a lot of the work this inning paying off. That aggressiveness on the base paths really helped earn those 2 runs.
This one swung on, hit a mile high behind the plate. Noodle Doodle makes the grab, and that'll be the second out of the inning. But the Curse wanted to keep it alive, bringing up Damian Turner. Turner receives a ball outside. Turner swings at one, which goes behind shortstop. Balut makes the over-the-shoulder catch, and there is a third out in the inning. 2 score here in the top half. 1 on the wild pitch, and we go to the bottom after a quick stretch. First pitch swung on. That might be the first inning that starts with extra bases from Lazy with a leadoff double.
Yeah, just such a solid swing there. Hit that thing right on the nails and into the gap.
It's a beautiful strike there to start the AB. And then Jacko swings at one, which will find some grass in front of the center fielder Matthews, making a 1st and 3rd scenario with no outs here. He answers back so quickly, or attempts to already. Puts a good swing on it, but foul. It's a big swing from Lazy, but
yeah,
you know, maybe not timed up for the breaking ball. And then he swings at the heater a little bit mistimed, and that'll be not a sac fly, but he does get the second.
Yeah, a little surprising, but of course he does have very low speed on that third runner at third.
You can see a little bit of frustration on his base pads there as he lines one right at the left fielder.
Number 20.
Doesn't go for that with Mad Dinglini. He wants his inside pitch. He's looking
and he's
for it.
walked in.
Takes an outside pitch, hits him into the right center field gap. That'll score 2 runs and be 2 bases. There is a double, and it is now 11-5 Black Jackals. Oh, that's 3. He quickly hustled his way to third base.
Yeah, he eliminates the hard work that the curse achieved in the top half of the inning. So back to that 6-run lead here for the Black Jackals.
Pitcher Big Cheese gets a chance to hit, and he swings at one, hits it pretty well to foul. Now it's quickly 0-2. He hits this one on the ground. It's in a weird hole. Second baseman bare hands it throws to first. There's out number 3. We go to the top of the 8th. Score is 11-5 here. Jackals looking to get this series 2-1. Best of 7 here. With games 5 and 6 coming at you tomorrow night. And that potential game 7 still in the cards. 1-2 pitch. Gets him checking and looking. That'll be out number 1.
Number 4, Tucker, backstop.
Tucker backstop, swings at it underneath. 0-1. Backstop has outside pitch, so Lazy pounding him inside there, and he sees one off the hand. Slay throws to first. There's 2 down. Only 4 outs left in this game for San Diego.
Number 10, Rasp Sander.
Yeah, the Curse are running out of lives here late in the game.
He sees a ball outside. Not aggressive, though, still being very selective. Misses underneath that. That might have been one of the first balls we've seen Mush swing at.
Right.
2-2 pitch. A changeup. Flipped out there in front of the left fielder, Whack-a-bottom, for a 2-out single. That's nicely done to keep the inning alive.
Pitcher, number 44.
Brings up the pitcher. Probably going to be considered for a lift here.
Now batting, Pierce Reyna.
Pinch hitter Pierce Reyna gets a shot. No traits or anything, just pure off the bench type energy here. Sees a couple quick strikes, 1 and 2. Next pitch outside and high. Now it's quickly full. Lazy with a payoff pitch here in the top of the 8th. Runner goes, it's picked up by Balut, thrown to first in time to get the runner. And we are moving to the bottom half. Mush couldn't quite answer back as the lineup turns over once again for Lazy.
Inside.
The
Yeah, we'll
1-0
see if it
pitch swung on
matters.
up the middle.
I was just going to say, I think Mush might be down to his final pitcher out of the pen with his SBRP now.
Stave's probably down, and that is the case. And we see another one flipped out there in front of the right fielder. That's an additional single here to make it 2-on with no outs. Lazy with the chance to add to his lead, potentially put away this game without having to pitch the 9th. And you know him, he'll be looking for it here any way he can get it as the better half of his order starts to take shape. This ball hit hard off the glove of the second baseman. That's one of those ones that'll hurt if you're Mush. Run will score, it's 12-5, and now all of a sudden the winning run, Mad Jacko, steps to the plate. He's locked in. He swings at it. Over the jumping third baseman. 1 run will score. Here comes Lazy around second. Runners coming into third. It's going to be extra bases for Jacko. A double. 1 RBI. Second and third. No outs. Jasper Hope at the plate.
Number 47,
He's walked. Now Bibi Babuski hits one hard. On the ground to second. Off the glove. No. Why?
Oh man, heartbreak. It just cannot happen at that time. That is brutal.
Tragedy. And lightning strikes the San Diego Curse as the ball is dropped. And this one's hit on the ground. And even if you turn 2, that's a mercy victory here for the Black Jackals. perhaps maybe the first Mercy victory we've ever seen end on a double play. But either way, that's for the historians to figure out. Game 3 of the World Series here. Lazy, an impressive hitting display. Mush put up a lot of fight.
Yeah, there's still positives to take away if you're Mush. You know, the way the game ended might leave a bit of a sour taste in your mouth, but overall, the way the game was going, I think he was just kind of, you know, ramping up for Game 4 here. Get a fresh restart, see what he can do.
Yep, it's going to be a big Game 4 here, as, you know, if Lazy has a chance to walk away from this up 3-1 and a chance to win the series tomorrow night, or Mush could take the split and give either team and himself a chance to put things away tomorrow night, where things are definitely going to get spicy. But Game 4 on the line, coming at you in just a few moments. We're going to take a brief break. Hang tight.
If they do.
Here we go, folks. We are loading Game 4. It's at Red Rock here, the home of the Curse. Big Game 4 here as Lazy looks to get a leg up. After the Mercy victory, 15-5, we went 8 innings. It was not an easy Mercy, as the San Diego Curse showed a lot of fight.
Yeah, the Curse showed a lot of fight. It was too little too late, unfortunately, but we're going to have to see them right the ship here, as there's a leadoff solo shot over that left field wall. It snuck over just barely, and what a start here for the Black Jackals.
Yeah, I mean, that's Lazy. He's either setting the table or he's crushing one. So, really difficult start for Mush. I mean, he plays that ball pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, we saw last game most of the innings, Lazy had a leadoff single, and this time he starts it off with a bang with that leadoff solo shot. That's impressive. Oh no, the woes continue for the Curse. Oh, he gets the out. Never mind. I think the ship has been righted a little bit here. We move on to the third batter. That one's crushed deep. Thankfully foul if you're a Curse fan.
Yeah,
Lazy missed one there.
He's really crushing the ball early in this one, where he was just making a ton of what felt like light single contact in the last game.
Right, yeah, I mean, not to repeat myself too much, but in games 1 and 2, well, you know, he was hitting the ball a lot more squarely in that second game, and so now in game 4, starting it off that way. Gonna have to see how the game progresses here, as he's at a 1-1 count, swinging one foul and back for 1 and 2 now. 2 outs here in the top of the first. A nice curveball catches the bottom part of the zone, so the Curse will have a chance to answer. We see the Black Jackals 1-0.
Yeah, how often do you catch Lazy looking with an off-speed pitch?
Yeah, not very often. Mush's eyes showing his prowess here as the leadoff batter starts 3-0. Gonna see a curveball high and just barely nicks the zone. It's now 3-1 as the hitters count. And another breaking ball catches the zone as well, so we go full from 3-0. Mush finds contact on that, just out of the reach of the diving second baseman. It's a leadoff single for the Curse.
I mean, if anything, if anyone ever wants to learn how to work a count, you should watch both of these players from this series like over and over again. I mean, they have done an exquisite job of working beneficial counts and getting on base.
I think that's the first pickoff attempt I've noticed from Lazy, especially tonight. We're going to see the Curse successfully steal another bag there. But I had been curious to see, you know, we haven't seen Lazy pitch out or pick off until that moment. So see if he kind of changes up some strategy. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. It's surprising we haven't seen it so far.
Yeah, I mean, probably a combination of Lazy rushing through his sequences and not paying as much attention as he probably should, and also the confidence in his bat. Whereas, you know, go ahead and steal the base. He'll probably find a way to find a couple of hits of his own in the next inning. He knows that.
Yep, oh, beat out by less than half a step there. Gets the first out after the ball deflected off the pitcher's glove, thrown out by the shortstop, but it advanced the runner, so we're one away. Runner on third here, and that one's driven right back up the middle. Classic Mush hitting here that ties the game at 1. We got a runner on at first, and the Curse are trying to take as much momentum here early as possible.
Yeah, I mean, that galvanizes the team, though. He's picked off first here, and he's caught in between. It's going to be a rundown. Balut throws it home. Why?
What just happened? Well, a misclick and a terrible time to do it as Mush uses one of his 9 lives again early here in the game. It's surprising as now he'll successfully steal, and it's a dropped ball. It was not going to be in time anyways, but a really chaotic sequence there. That was a lot to keep up with. Kind of perplexed as to how that even happened. More action, just pure pandemonium now. This runner constantly on the move, takes third base, still only 1 out, and they're going to make it home in time to give the Curse a 2-1 lead here in the first inning.
That may be one of the first times, at least in the World Series, where we've seen a very bad case of what I would consider wrong base disease take over and allow, you know, a run to score and make a big difference here.
Yeah, you never see that at this level, so that's perplexing, but we carry on here. It's a 1-2 count, swung on and caught. Oh, it actually bounced just in front of that third baseman, but they still have time to put the out away there at first. Curse come away with the 1-run lead after the first inning. It's 2-1.
That's a big second run for Mush here, because now you play a little bit from ahead. I mean, he's given up a leadoff hit, it looks like here, and it's going to be extra bases, but playing ahead is huge against Lazy.
Yeah, try to take advantage of every opportunity, even the ones that are gifted to you, and he certainly did that there. Lazy leads us off with a double to start the second inning. As you recall, Lazy led the game off here in Game 4 with a solo shot to left field, so home run is on the board tonight. He's going to hit one here to short. Runner's not sure what to do, gets caught there. It's dangerous, but the throw from Mush is not in time, and he's safely back to second. 2 really odd errors you don't expect to see, but both teams benefiting in their own ways.
Yeah, I mean, that's just a tough rundown. Mush had to let go of that ball earlier. You really just got to pin that runner. I mean, I know chasing them to an extent is the goal there, but also, you know, you got to close that gap between second, and he's unable to do it there.
Yeah, a bit of unfortunate for him, but that's going to end up with a walk there in this next at-bat, so the bases are juiced with no outs as this ball is charged into center field. It's going to be a sac fly, and we're going to see the runners at first and second hold, so it's now a tie game with 1 out, runners at first and second, and the pitcher, King Flip, is at the plate.
Well, dangerous as well. Lazy can hit with anybody.
Certainly can. He's got 2 foul balls in a row, though. The count is 0-2. And this one's foul again. 3 foul balls in a row. Lazy's just a pixel away from making contact. This one goes to the first baseman on the ground, and it's going to be a double play there with a 3-5-1 sequence to end the inning. So it comes away tied. Mush are looking to respond here as they enter the bottom of the second.
I know I can probably count on one hand over all the times I've played Lazy, the amount of times I've gotten him to ground into a double play, and we've seen Mush do it, you know, more than once in this series. So, you know, that's again another big testament to his ability to get that pitch to contact going from such a esteemed hitter.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a pitch to contact, and then you have to do that against, you know, the best batter arguably in the game. That's no easy feat. So, well done by him. He's gonna fly out here early, so that's 2 quick outs for the Curse. Rasp Sanders at the plate, the 8-hole hitter for the Curse. Swinging at first pitch. We've seen that a couple times so far. That one goes foul. Ooh, that pitch just barely missed the upper corner. Goes 1-1 in the count here. Same location. This one is lined out to the shortstop. So we enter the third frame of the game here. Game 4. We know Lazy and the Black Jackals have a 2-1 series lead. They look to march on here as they enter the top of the third inning. Count quickly goes 0-2. That pitch low in the zone, but it's crushed into the gap there in center. Right center, as the center fielder dives, doesn't grab it, but they stop it from going behind them, so it's extra bases to lead us off here for the Jackals.
Third baseman, number 8.
Yeah, pretty much a double either way with the speed on the batter, but sometimes I do hate when those bounce off their sort of mid-drift and the runner gets an extra base from it.
Right. This one, it's hit quick enough to go past the shortstop. That'll advance the runner to third. It's runners on the corners now with no outs here. In the top of the third as Noodle Doodle, the 3-spot hitter, is at the plate. They'll take strike 1 on the outside corner.
This is that part of Lazy's order where things get really dangerous really quickly, so Mush has to navigate carefully, and he does get a nice fly ball here.
Yeah, it doesn't feel great to give up the run, but of course you'll take the out in exchange as the runner retreats. What is happening, Dwayne?
Wait, he didn't score?
No, he didn't score.
Well, I mean, Mush thankfully did him a favor here, surely.
Are they playing next to each other and like flying over each other's controllers? What is happening right now? That one's, oh, that's a huge mistake pitch, but it's actually going to end up being caught by the left fielder at the warning track. It will be a sac fly this time officially for the scorekeepers out there. You can confidently write that one down this time. There's now 2 outs with the runner on first here. Jackals now lead 3-2, top of the third. See the count quickly enter 2-0. Jasper Hope takes ball 3 outside and ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk. Runners now at first and second here for the Jackals, and Bippy Babuski looking to do some damage. Keep that pedal to the floor as this one's hit high and deep to right center. It's carrying enough to the track, but it will be tracked down by Ronan Davis for the final out.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much ideal for Mush there to come away with the 1 run. But really, really interesting just sequence of events as we've called out. I mean, this game has taken on quite the mind of its own here tonight.
Yeah, we might even equally say Lazy's in some ways really fortunate to still get that 3rd run, given how he just totally didn't allow it to cross the plate. We'll have to ask him at some point what happened there, but either way, that's 2 quick outs for the Curse. Bottom of the 3rd here. Lazy's pitching, and a combination of Lazy's pitching and Mush's aggressiveness at the plate lead to a quick 3-out inning there.
Game's still very close, so Mush back on the hill needs to just keep it that way. You know, he's shown he can set his own table and really put himself in a position to manufacture runs. It's just about leaving Lazy off the board here.
Yeah, and you kind of see that evidenced in that pitch there where it's just barely on the border of the zone. Even though Lazy got a decent reticle on it, it's in that spot that's difficult to send far or earn a hit. So we see 2 quick outs here for the Jackals now in the top of the 4th. That was a great reticle. He timed it well with 98 power, but it was early and he sent it foul. Misses the next pitch swinging. It's 0-2. This one's hit on the ground to second. Will be easily handled as we are quickly moving through this game. Now entering the bottom of the 4th, Diego Esparza leads the Curse off.
Really fast inning from Lazy, kind of odd, not something you usually see.
Yeah, this game is just pure chaos in its own way. Maybe returning a bit to normalcy here as the Curse get a leadoff single back up through the middle. Memphis Davidson steps into the plate. He does have RBI Hero, so we're sure that Mush is going to try and steal at some point, as we see on the first pitch, and he's in there safely. RBI Hero now blocked.
I mean, there's not holding runners on, and then there's whatever Lazy's been doing here throughout these 2 games here tonight.
Yeah, it looked like for a brief moment he was considering throwing to third on that grounder to the shortstop, but wisely chose to just take the out at first. Although, since it did allow that runner to stay at third, they're now going to score on this single, blooped into center field. So, Curse and Jackals just kind of trading blow for blow. It's a tie game.
If I was a betting man, I would think Bush is probably going to be moving from first during this at bat at some point, and there he goes.
Yeah, that's just easy money. We did see Lazy, I think that was his second pickoff attempt of the game. Didn't really matter though, and yeah, as you said, the stolen base comes into play, so Mush exactly where he wants Lazy as this one's hit softly into center, and it's gonna see a leadoff runner rounding the bases, not even a close play at the plate. Curse take another lead here. We have another lead change. It's 4-3 Curse.
That's it. That's manufacturing runs. That's playoff baseball. That's small ball. That's Mush, you know, using contact to win. He doesn't power swing.
Yeah, it's impressive stuff. This time the ball's hit right to that shortstop and going to turn into an inning-ending double play, but not after scoring 2 quick runs as the Curse lead us here, 4-3. Black Jackals, top of the 5th, leading off with a first pitch swinging strike that was up in the zone. But it's right to that second baseman, so we are just hustling through this game now. 1 out, top of the 5th, and Silent Slay at the plate with the off-speed hitter trait. Takes one low, and then the next one high. It's a 2-0 count. Mush, great pitch there to nick the inside lower corner for strike 1. This one's fouled away. Count is now even. An off-speed pitch up in the zone, just out of the reach of the shortstop, who is trailing backwards. So 1 runner on here for Noodle Doodle.
That was a great attempt by Mush.
Yeah. As you mentioned, that's the part of the order that's just so hard to navigate here. The 3-spot hitter for Lazy. Doodle finds one just past that diving second baseman. It's a single into right field. Runners now at first and second with 1 away, and Mad Jacko at the plate.
No, I know I definitely speak for probably more than myself when, you know, when Lazy, you know, just throws the bat at one and gets one 2 inches past the diving glove. You're like, man, just give me that one back.
Yeah, it can hurt sometimes as this one hit well into center field. At the track, it's going to advance both runners since that throw came into third. So we now have runners at second and third. RBI hero is proc for Jasper Hope. Of course, the smart and wise choice is taken by Mush to give the intentional walk. So it's actually Bippy Babuski with the bases loaded. That's a mistake pitch. Charged into right field, but the pitch to contact pays off as it's caught before the wall. No damage done there. Curse come away unscathed.
Yeah, Lazy just expecting something else. I don't know. I mean, he didn't really turn on that. He pushed it inside out and he didn't get a hold of it. Now there's another leadoff hitter on base for Mush, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's, you know, runs with the slow player. You know, it's all about Lazy's timing here on the mound. He's not stealing on the pitch. Stealing on the pitcher.
Yeah, and knowing Lazy's arsenal having 2 off-speed pitches, that's a factor as well, as we see the bunt will move the runner over into scoring position, so no steal attempt, but a bunt instead to trade an out. Runner at second with 1 away here for the 1-spot hitter, Ronan Travis, who hits one hard, is on the ground to the shortstop, who's going to chase that lead runner down. He's caught in a rundown, and this time he will be eventually tagged out, but Mush does the wise play and advances that hitter to second base. So we exchange an out, but we keep him at the same spot. This time, ground ball, first pitch swinging. That's going to be out number 3.
Yeah, more chaos, and quickly the inning put away here, and we go to the 6th. That's pretty wild.
Yeah, that's just such a quick pace compared to the last game. I mean, we did have a ton of offense and a lot of hits, but the speed at which they're playing is just there's not much breathing room on the mound or anything. They're just full gas, sending everything. Didn't expect the game to play out this way, but some people might also not have expected the Curse to be leading entering the 6th inning. It's 4-3 Curse.
Ball hit right through the hole. Once again, Lazy finds a seeing eye single. I mean, he's done so well all series all game, or no, earlier, and even in this one, finding that leadoff hitter. But it's about Mush's ability to get out of jams. Ooh, that's crushed.
Oh my, it's crushed over the center field wall, no doubt about it. As soon as it came off the bat, we have yet another lead change here. Black Jackals, 5-4 lead over the Curse.
#4.
I mean, pretty close. That was a combo of the two names.
Unintentional, yep. So we trade blows here, 5-4. Pinch hitter comes in. Swinging first pitch up outside the zone. Won't catch Lazy doing that too often there. That'll be the first out of the 6th inning.
That was a dagger home run from Lazy. I mean, eventually, you know, he's got the best average. He gets those runners on, and he will step into one. And he does another one here. He crushes it to right. That's right into the first row, into the bank,
The
man.
short right field wall bites Mush, and it's another home run here in the 6th. The solo shot to take a 6-4 lead. Oh, that was another mistake pitch. I'm not sure if there's any lag affecting him here, but yeah, I don't know if it's a mental thing or he just mistimed it, but luckily for the Curse, that one was caught for the second out. First pitch swinging in the next at bat, and it's gone. Lazy's bats are officially awoken. Curse is on home run alert.
I mean, it is just power, power, power all of a sudden. Showing, you know, a bit of that Lazy that we've seen from time to time, you know, that used to put up those epic slugfests with Florbell and Ashnod. You know, the true punch for punch type slugfests where, you know, here he's shown he's more of a small ball type player. He's been manufacturing tons of his own runs in this series, but the power is on tonight.
It is indeed, as that ball will be caught to end the inning there in left field. So a lot of damage done. Another lead change. The Jackals lead the Curse here, entering the bottom frame of the 6th at 7-4. The Curse, their heads are kind of spinning. They're going to need to right the ship as they have their 3-spot hitter at the plate.
Kid K, too, is a familiar sight out of the pen. Just a really tough pitcher from Lazy.
Yeah, and she activates that K collector trait so often as she sends one here into the bottom corner. Great pitch. Had to be fought off there by Mush, who gets under it for out number 1. We see no delay. Lazy just queuing up his location and sending it. First pitch strike, second pitch strike, not swung on. Lazy might try to entice Mush here. He goes above the zone, but Mush's eye is too good for that. 1-2 count now even at 2-2. Pitch high above the zone. Gonna challenge Mush low with an off speed. Fought off early for a foul ball. Still 2-2 count. That one gets away with the red circle pitch. Count goes full. Pitch low in the zone, just a bit early on it. Another foul ball. The longest at bat the Curse have had so far this game, as his eye just is so good and he catches ball 4 there. A 1-out walk. The Curse gonna try to manufacture runs again, surely, if they don't take off this pitch, probably the next. Second pitch steal attempt, never in doubt. Lazy's catcher's arm is just not really gonna be anything to worry about, so the Curse continue to try to manufacture their runs here, and he takes another walk. Wow.
Yeah, running total and all the steals would be nice. He's gotten so many.
Yeah, as you see there on the graphic, it's 2 walks in a row for Lazy. So the Curse with the double steal attempt. Oh, it was the hit and run was on with the double steal, but the ball goes foul. It's an 0-2 count. Kid K has that famous K collector trait pop up there. That one's just barely missing the zone. A 1-2 pitch. Hit over that third baseman's head into left field. I don't think it's deep enough to, send the runner home, but the bases are now loaded. Only 1 away here, bottom of the 6th. Mush is looking to take advantage. As this one has hit into center field, that's going to be at least 1. We'll see. Okay, he turns around. Okay, so 1 run, still have those bases loaded. Rasp Sanders. Huge moment for the Curse.
Yeah, nowhere to put him, so Lazy's got to, find a strike.
As he does there, the count's even now, 1-1. That's a mistake pitch. It's hit hard off the diving third baseman's glove. Shortstop picks it up. It will not be in time. It is 7-6. Bases are still loaded. Kid K is still okay. Sorry, I thought that for a moment that was going to be Lazy's menu to take her out, but she stays in and she gives up a bloop single into center field. That's going to score 2. We're going to see yet another lead change. The runner is safe at third. Runners at the corners now. What is happening? This is such a chaotic, crazy game, Dwayne.
There's so much happening. These runners are just, ring around the rosy, around the bases.
Yeah.
It's amazing stuff. I mean, Mush is using the eye. When he gets a pitch to hit, he hits it. I mean, he's making contact. Lazy's not doing much about it. There's nothing he can do about it. As another run crosses the plate. I mean, look at it.
Yeah, and there was a steal there from the trail runner, so really fortunate actually for Lazy. Otherwise, that would have been another base hit, and we'd have more runners on the bases, but a run scores. He gets the second out there. There's now a runner at second. It's 9-7 Curse, leading the Jackals here in the bottom of the 6th. The count goes 1-2. Kid K pitches inside. Count is now even. Lazy changing up his time here. Pitching cadence has changed as he throws ball 3, so we go full. Kid K with the fastball up in the zone. And we have the left fielder track it down just in time. No dive needed, but a lot of damage done there. The Curse take the lead back. It is 9-7, entering top of the 7th here in Game 4.
Yeah, now it's a 3-inning game, and you start with a 2-run lead. So this is where Mush really needs to lock in because he knows he can keep Lazy from scoring 2 runs in 3 innings.
Yeah, and efficiently gets that first out here. It was a good reticle, but just slightly too high, grounder to short. That'll be out number 1. Lazy's eye taking these pitches here for 2-0. And now 3-0. Mush is gonna have to challenge him at some point. Oh, that one was very hittable. Lazy uncharacteristically off. He takes the next pitch, so we go full from 3-0. Fouls that one away. Breaking ball. Swung on, but softly grounded to second base for out number 2.
Number 20.
That's the type of contact Mush really wants to be looking for as he sees another quick line out. Boom, boom, boom.
Yep, and he correctly jumps this time. He got the timing correct and earns that third out to end the top half of the 7th. So after a quick stretch, the Curse hoping to continue their momentum they've amassed for themselves with the 2-run lead. Kid K up to nearly 40 pitches.
Oh man, she's still plugging away.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see, given the amount of lead changes, that we haven't seen her pulled at this point. On a hitter's 3-1 count, Mush's eye takes ball 4. It's a leadoff walk here.
I mean, she comes out of the game now, right? What's she doing throwing a pick
You'd
off her
have to
first
think
base?
so. Yeah, she's been lit up the past inning or 2. But according to Lazy, he wants to keep her in there. And that'll be another stolen base yet again for the Curse.
Lazy just needs to substitute this poor catcher. I mean, just put anybody back there. I don't even care if they can just put somebody with a better arm back there because this is just abuse at this point that he's receiving. His poor catcher is getting embarrassed back there.
2-1 count, sees a breaking ball go low to miss the zone. Another hitter's count at 3-1 and another walk. Runners at first and second for the Curse here in the bottom of the 7th with no outs.
So much meat on the table for Mush. I mean, this is an Eduardo's paradise.
Yeah, finally Kid K is pulled and Big Cheese takes her place. He does have that rally stopper trade as well, which makes it even more surprising in my opinion that we didn't see Big Cheese enter the game earlier. But here he is with the trade activated. A double steal attempt. It was a hit and run. It's going to be in left field, and it does not drop it. It was close, but doubled off at second. Really thin margins there, but the Curse kind of run themselves into trouble. It's 2 outs now.
You're going to have to wonder if that's going to be a play we look back on.
Yeah, this game is certainly not out of anyone's reach. As we see another steal, throwdown safe, not really even close as expected at this point. Runner in scoring position here for the Curse. It's a 1-2 count with 2 outs.
Mush putting on a display here in both base running and, contact ability.
As he takes that one up and in, but nicks the corner. It's strike 3 to end the inning, so Black Jackals needing to find an answer here. They have 6 outs to work with.
Specialist still working out here for Mush. Let's see how he can benefit from it.
Yeah, this one's hit. It's going to be just lofted enough for that center fielder to track it down.
Number 46.
We've seen a lot of leadoff hits for both sides, but here in this 8th inning, Jackals not able to come up with one. And the pitcher's at the plate, so he keeps the pitcher in. A little surprising. And after 3 quick pitches, that'll be out number 2. Lineup turns over here for the Jackals with 2 outs. Top of the 8th. Time is ticking. This one's connected well. Is it going to carry enough, though? It looks like that center fielder stopped just short of the wall in center and safely grabs that 3rd and final out. So we head to the bottom of the 8th. Curse have another chance to add some insurance runs as they lead the Jackals 9-7.
That is a humongous 1-2-3 inning with that 2-run lead here. This is, game's getting real short for Lazy, and he's not looking like he's scoring the ball up as well as he was early in this one.
Yeah, even the times that he has squared it up, it's just been right to fielders. So his bats have gone a bit cold here as the game has carried on in these deeper innings. As Mush finds a gapper there, that'll be extra bases.
That's a big gapper because he wants insurance, and he can earn it. He can go get it. He doesn't really have to, do much. He's manufactured. It's input-output for him right now.
Yeah, he doesn't have the most speed in that runner there at second, so kind of have to keep an eye here if there's any hit and run, or kind of have to gauge right off the bat what's going to happen here. A couple of early pitches make the count 1-1. The lead runner is going to take third base. Shortstop again considered throwing over, but Lazy just wanted that second secure out, so it's 2 away here. Runner at third.
Yeah, it's a tough bet, because there's Mush. He's been almost guaranteed to get that single all game.
Yep, and he does find that single, and that earns the insurance run he was seeking. It's now 10-7 Curse.
Number 15, Jalen Matthews.
Like I said, input, output. There goes another steal. He's done. There it goes.
This throw is wild by the catcher, and that's going to be an extra stolen base. So the runner is moving from first to third here, 2 outs, and they have the distractor mind gamer combo. But Lazy earns a 0-2 count. Going to challenge Mush low. And a good eye there to take ball 1.
If I'm Mush
Count
here,
is now even.
I'm taking the chance. I'm stealing home.
We won't need to, as that one's hit down the line into left field. He's going to challenge for second and get it with the speed. It's another run, 11-7. Curse. What a display of just manufacturing runs, like we've said this whole evening. The Curse really doing a lot of work for themselves, and it's paying off. We have yet another runner at second, but that's going to be a strikeout to end the inning. So the Jackals needing to chase some runs here as they have their 2-3-4 part of the lineup here in the top of the 9th, facing their potential final 3 outs of Game 4.
That's a chef's kiss, primo type insurance from Mush and the Curse there that last inning. Let's see if it really benefits them.
Yeah, it really, couldn't have gone better. There's a lot to like about that previous inning. This leadoff batter here sees a full count. Pitch over the middle of the plate, but it's hit right at that second baseman, so 1 away. Only 2 more for the Curse to even up the series. Doodle takes the first pitch low, second pitch high. It's a 2-0 count with 1 away. Ball 3 inside. Is Mush going to challenge her? Lazy takes 3-0 right over the middle for the first strike. The second pitch right over the middle. It's charged into center. This one might need to be jumped at. No, the center fielder stayed on his feet, but still came up with the ball for out number 2. Jackals down to their final out.
That's a huge one. That's one of those ones that, you got to make that decision, and not jumping there was the decision. If you jumped there, you probably missed that.
Yeah, I think I slightly misjudged it and thought he needed to jump. Clearly I was wrong, and it pays off for the curse here. We have a 1-2 count. Lazy chases up and in. It's to the second baseman, safely thrown to first, and the curse come away with your game 4 to tie the series up at 2-2.
I mean, wow, magnificent drama. This is what the XBL World Series is all about. I mean, the guy Mush here gets mercied 15-5 in game 3, and then he takes this one all the way to the house. He puts on a display on his home field. I mean, that's the type of ball you pray for, you aim for, that you want to be a part of here in this league. I mean, these players, both of them, congratulations for putting on the best of shows here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you could say enough about Mush, as you alluded to, being mercied in game 3, even though it was an 8th inning mercy. He was finally put out of his misery in that game and had to just totally find a way to reset mentally. Allowed a lead-off solo shot for Lazy in game 4, but wasn't really rattling him at all. He continued to manufacture his runs, stuck to his game plan, and clearly it paid off there as he's tied the series back up now. So tomorrow night we'll see some exciting games with an even series on our hands.
Yeah, same time, same place, Sunday Night Baseball, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 p.m. Pacific. It's going to be huge. Where both these players have a chance. If either of them sweep out tomorrow, it's over. And then Game 7 still in the cards. I believe that would be a separate cast, as we probably talked about behind the scenes, but that can get confirmed a little bit later. But yeah, man, I mean, they both put in a shift here tonight. Both players showing what they're here for, what got them here, why they are World Series type players. I mean, Mush, the contact hitter, the base stealer, the run manufacturer, the ace pitcher. I mean, and then Lazy, he plays a short game. He gets a mercy victory. He gets, a ton of hits. He shows off some power, and he pitches at a Von Asen level as well. The only thing that's ever hurt him is his games are so short. So he's really both players showing off here tonight, and you're going to want to see it here 24 hours from now when they're back at it.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be a part of. I'm really thrilled and excited to see how the series shakes out tomorrow evening. So for everyone out there, thanks again for stopping by. Joanne, you want to close us out?
For sure. It means a lot. Thank you for being here tonight. Pleasure to get into the booth with you and really knock this one out of the park. It was a really, really fun stream. Like I said, 24 hours from now, the team will be back at it again, bringing you another live cast to close out possibly season 17. If not, like I said, game 7 still in the cards. So let's finish up that cup. Let's get excited for the end of the World Series. And season 18 is already coming at you quickly, folks. So get your signups in. Tell all your friends. Go tap on your retired folks. And we'll be bringing more action for you shortly. So everybody have a safe and pleasant evening, and we will see you next time.